Guys, have you heard of the Master Brothers? Okay, if you haven't, let me tell you a bit about them. Very interesting, so listen. During the 15th century, which was known as the Sengoku period, Naomasa and Kato Kiyomasa were sons of the great Khagan of the Mongol Empire. His name was Temüjin Khan. They had different birth mothers, which were wives of the great Khan, and they were both conceived and born on the same day. Very strange. Now, that particular day when they were born was the last day of the 13th lunar month, and that symbolized rebirth. Okay, so the Sengoku period was known for war and chaos. There was a lot of social and political instability. There was nearly constant military and tribal conflict between the Mongols. Growing up, there was a rivalry between the two brothers, as it is tradition for the people to only follow the stronger leader. So they sought out to surpass each other at every turn. At the age of 8, Lee and Kato were already undergoing extreme training. They were mastering different techniques. But Lee Naomasa mastered using a pointed spear as his weapon of choice, and eventually he became the general of his Red Armor army. They were famously known as the Red Devils. Kato Kiyomasa, on the other hand, mastered the Spiked Sickle. He was a senior commander, a master strategist, and a natural leader of men. Many accounts even described him as awe-inspiring, and he was known to hunt tigers for sports. The great Mongol Temüjin Khan was aged, and he would soon be succeeded by one of his sons. Now, he had 14 sons. All 14 sons would have to prove to their Khan and to the Mongolian people that they were strong enough to become the ruler of Mongol. Naomasa set out on a quest to find one of the imperial regalia, the 3 holy relics that came directly from Amaterasu, the great and glorious goddess of the sun. Now, his mission was to find the Yatano Kagami, the 8-span mirror, and he used that to summon the goddess. After he did that, he asked for a ferocious and fierce fighting style, unlike anything that we've ever seen before, that had ever been seen before. And so the goddess bestowed him the dragon breath technique that lets him shape flames and manipulate them at will. This new technique Lee learned, it spread around the whole dynasty, and it started inciting fear in the sons of Khan. On hearing this, Kato set out on a quest to find the mystical guardian Tsukuyomi, the god of the moon and spirits. He did this with hopes of becoming formidable to his brother. After facing daunting obstacles and so many challenges, he came out victorious, and then the moon god gave him a mystical artifact, the moon blade. Now, this moon blade bestows its wielder with unparalleled strength and wisdom. Both brothers returned home with godlike abilities, ready for their strength to be put to the test for a new Khan to be decided. Now, Temüjin, being a wise leader, knew that if he pitched his 2 sons against themselves, that there would be no good ending for him, for the brothers, or for the kingdom. And so, instead of pitching them against each other, he transformed it into a dynamic alliance in which they united and formed a force strong enough to bring stability to the Mongol Empire, and they ruled side by side. Now, the Master brothers ruled for over a century and fought on the same side, but never against each other. Legend has it that if both brothers ever engaged in combat against one another, their colossal strengths and skills will collide and unleash a cataclysmic force strong enough to quake the Earth's core. And that is equivalent to the power of 10 million tons of TNT exploding at the same time. So that is just basically saying the sun against the moon. gorgeous art pieces are on sale, and trust me, you can use them anywhere, in your lounge, in your hotel room, even in your restaurant. It gives a very nice ambience. Also collect it as part of your own art collection, or use it in an art gallery, you know. Just, it's very unique, very beautiful. And the wool art pieces, they come as a pair. They're not sold separately, they come as a pair, and they're going for $250.